Greetings, grasshoppers. This is your RJ, and welcome to the Bot Signal, home of news, views, and philosophical musings about chatbots. If you don't know me, my name is RJ Redden. Entrepreneur. We're going to start again now. Entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing message because most feel like they're shouting into a black hole. Many are having real trouble getting any engagement online at all, and most are a carbon copy of everybody else's marketing. So I create epic experiences that get people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, I am on a mission to get 1 million people to change their views on marketing, and I'm starting with you today, whoever you might be. So welcome to the show. I'm really, really glad you're here because today I'm going to talk about something that is so exciting to me because we're in a brand new world. We're in a brand new world with chatbots. There are so many vistas opening up to me. I know a lot of people right now are really super focused on the fact that Facebook is closing down some functionality and they only want certain things on their platform now. And you basically have to trick stuff to get it to work for you the way that it has been working for us for 2 years. Fine. Excellent. You know what? There's so many more beautiful things out there. So many opportunities that are opening up to us that we never could do before. And today I'm going to talk about one of them. Tremendously excited about this thing. And every time I talk about this thing, people are like, "Oh, that's amazing. Can I see what you're talking about?" So we're going to look at them today. We're going to look at chatbot landing pages. Chatbot landing pages. We're going to look at what they are, why you might want one of these bad boys, and, how are they doing for some of my clients? So that's all important stuff. I am going to check the comments here. Oh, very good. Got something from Stream Elements. Hello, Stream Elements. Anyway, so very good. What is happening with these chatbot landing pages? First of all, what the heck am I talking about? I'm going to verbally describe it, then I'm going to show you something, okay? I'm going to verbally describe it this way. For about 15 years, we have been looking at landing pages that are basically exactly the same content we've always had, which is, hey, sign up here, give me your first name and your last name and your email, and I'll send you something by email. So basically, we've been hopping on a page that says, oh, we'd love to give you that thing. Just give us this information and we'll give it to you. Fine. Perfect. Except boring. We've been looking at the exact same thing for 15 years. The page doesn't really do anything beyond collect your information and tell you, bing, maybe there's a thank you page when you hit submit. Maybe there's a little video there. Maybe there's something to entertain you or do something else. But basically, the interaction stops there. So what if you had a landing page? Something somebody clicks off of an ad that they see. Something somebody clicks, I don't know, for some reason. What if you had one where the interaction really starts there? That once you land upon this page, stuff begins to roll. That's what I'm looking for. Because you see, when they say it takes between 7 and 12 times to get someone to buy from you. Why is that? Have we ever thought about why that is? Have we ever explored this? I think that the reason that it takes that long and that many touches is because the touches are very insignificant. Yeah, it does take time to build trust. You're not going to get somebody, usually, unless they're an outlier, you're not going to get somebody to buy a program that's worth a couple of $1,000s with 1 or 2 touches. Probably not. But what if We could decrease the amount of times, the amount of touches that we needed to make before a person decided with enough information whether they want to hang with us or not, and whether they want to go further or not. What if we could do that in a lot less touches? You can do that with a chatbot landing page, because a chatbot landing page will indeed ask at some point for your name and your phone number and your information. Name, phone number, email is the usual. Indeed, it will ask for that information, but it's also going to have a back and forth conversation that connects the person that has landed on that page with you and what you do. How cool is that? How cool is that? Because then what you're doing is you're inviting them into your world. You're not, oh, great. Do I really want to give this person my email? Most of the time I land on a landing page and go, am I really interested in more clutter in my inbox right now? And I fall off. I don't know if you guys do, but I do. I fall off all the time, because really, it's not important. It's not interesting to me. Whatever this freebie is that they're going to give me, that's interesting to me. But it's not necessarily interesting to me what is going to happen next, which is I'm going to get 5 to 7 to 12 to 30,000 emails in my inbox demanding that I buy something. Not great. Not great. You see, in the normal funnel process, you've got everybody coming in at the top. This is people clicking off of Facebook ads, coming there off of a social media post, all of that stuff. You've got the big group back up here. Great stuff. Gotta love it. But as we go to the next level, boom, the funnel gets closed in. Why? It's because people drop. People drop. We don't know why they're dropping. We don't know if they were the right customer for us and they're dropping, or if they were totally the wrong person for us in all ways possible and they're dropping. We just know they're dropping. Those are two very different pieces of information, my friends. Now you've got your second stage of this funnel. You have people go through, this is a normal process. You have people watch a video or do whatever they do, and then that leads to another step in the funnel. Boom. All of these steps in the funnel have a different page on a website. You click off a Facebook ad, you go to a page on your website that takes their name and info and whatever, then it will send them the PDF or whatever it is, right? And then the second step is they email you, you click a link, they email you, you click a link. Most of the time people don't click the links, but sometimes people do. So, what I'm saying is that this process is inadequate for two reasons. One, we don't know why people are dropping. We have no idea. And yet we keep pushing more and more and more content out there because it's what we're taught to do as marketers. You're trying to get more and more and more people into the funnel. But also that landing page, that first place they land. What if you had something there that was a self-directed experience that could give people the kind of information that they want, that could give people an opportunity to ask you a question, that could give people an opportunity to really become engaged and involved with you way, way more than, now I'm going to get an email in my inbox with this PDF in it. Because that's boring, my darlings. It's boring. So, enough fanfare. Enough fanfare for now. Let's go ahead and connect to my screen here. That was my dog in the background. Here we are. This is a chatbot landing page. Now, this one features one of my clients, Lori Bodemer, who is amazing, by the way. Lori helps people get out of their bras, basically. And she's got so much going on. It is truly amazing. But this is what a chatbot landing page is. It's a page on the internet. All it has on it is your chatbot right here. All it has on it is your chatbot. Nothing else to distract people. Nothing else to call attention to. Nothing else? You guys, this is really important. This is really important. Websites distract people. If you put something on a page on your website, every single thing that you've put in there to make it a great navigational website is a distraction point, is a potential point of failure for you to grab the attention of somebody. Yeah, they're clicking on something on a website, but that is not very engaging. What you want is a clear place for people to land and engage with only what you want them to see. Now, this is also where Facebook Messenger fails a little bit, because even on Messenger, even with a high open rate, you are still competing. You're competing with so many things also happening on Facebook all at the same time. What if you could draw their attention so much into you that they're now focused? Focus is the new economy, people. What if they're completely focused on you and your message with no distractions? I mean, wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be exactly what we're all trying to get? Chatbot landing pages provide that. When all you've got is a page and you can decide what goes here. You can do your logo, you can do your photo, you can do a photo of a product, you can do anything that you want right there. You can do a sunny beach. I don't care. When you've got this photo here and then this chatbot appears and starts talking to you, starts asking you questions, starts making you feel at home, starts giving you information that you want, that's the difference. That's the difference between a regular landing page, which is a box with, that takes your information and then promises that they'll send you something in the mail. Great. I'll pick it up later. How many documents do you have right now sitting on your hard drive that you've downloaded? How many ebooks? How many PDFs? How many things? How many things? Do you really need those things? We are all trained in marketing that you have to have a freebie, and you do. I'm not saying that you don't. I'm just saying I want you to have a freebie that people read. I want you to have a freebie that people engage with, get value from, and come back to you. I don't want your freebie gathering digital dust, which is exactly what you'll do with a regular landing page. Chatbot landing page, here you go. You land on it, bot starts talking to you. This bot has seen me before, so it recognizes me. Great to see you again. Have you scheduled your free fitting with Lori? And then I'm going to just say not yet to see where it goes. And so it's going to continue to talk to me here. I'm curious, now that you realize you have an alternative to your bra, has your bra been bothering you? Do you notice your straps slipping or your wire digging into you? I'm going to say totally, because they do. And she's going to come back. We've all been there. But let me say you don't have to put up with that. And then it asks you to schedule one of the fittings that she has available for you. So right now, we've gotten over that awkward stage, right? We've gotten over that what's going to happen next. We've gotten over all of those things, and we immediately jumped into where our relationship is at right now, which is I've been to her site before, and we've got all of this information available to us. Every time I click, let me show you something here. I'm going to scroll up just a little. Well, actually it's not. Oh, there it is. Okay. You see where I'm putting in these answers. There's always a yes, no, or yes, no, maybe path that we put in there. So users can find their way through our information like it's an adventure. We're not giving everybody the same information all the time and forcing it on them. We're not herding all of the cattle through the same gate. That's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's what your conventional funnel stuff does. What we're doing is we're finding out, as my friends Cohen coaching, they say, don't make your funnel into a colander. Cat's Italian. What are you going to do? Anyway, this is why you want a chatbot landing page as opposed to a regular conventional landing page. Because no distractions. There's nothing else to click on. There's nothing else to do besides whatever question I just asked you, the buttons that you can click on to answer it, or maybe you need to type something. There's nothing else to do. Huge value in having a space where no one is distracted. No one's going, oh, well, maybe I could go look at this photo gallery. Who cares? Who cares? It's not about all of the other things that they could be looking at right now. The secret is getting people to focus. They can't necessarily do that in Messenger because they've got other people pinging. Well, at least I do. Anyway, and then the second obvious benefit is we can speed up that know, like, and trust relationship. Because here it is. If you are asking them questions about what they need and where they want to go, and you're being responsive to that and leading them down a path of known value, you know they're going to get some value out of that answer because they just asked that question. You see what I mean? A chatbot landing page contains not just one path of information. It contains the many ways that you can think of that your clients will want to get to know more about you and have a little adventure, have a little fun at the same time. I know that that's not something we're really used to adding to our marketing. Let's inject fun into this process. No, that's not something that we're used to doing. We're used to copying everybody else's stuff and going, okay, maybe it'll work for me. Cross the fingers, and then let's go back to what I really love to do for a living, which ain't this. You know what I'm saying? That's what most people do. Most entrepreneurs do with their marketing. But let's change it. Let's change it. So a lot more opportunities and a lot more paths to go down when you are working with a chatbot landing page, as opposed to just a regular landing page with probably some sales talk on it and some, grabbing a name and an email. It's not bad. It's just no longer the best you can do. It's not the best you can do. What if you can shorten up that 7? You have to touch them 7 to 12 times before they make a decision. Here's the truth. There are times that I have decided to make an expenditure, sometimes a big one, and I haven't seen that person 7 to 12 times at all. Listen, let me show you another chatbot landing page right now, if I may. This one's one that is either live right now or about to go live. Naked Tax Talk. It's my friend, Jonathan. Jonathan is my guy. He is my money guy, and he's completely amazing. And he's launching a new show called Naked Tax Talk. I made the decision that I wanted to be involved with him on a here's my tax guy basis during a single lunch. Okay. I did, because his demonstrated knowledge and his demonstrated care for me led me to trust him and believe that this is the guy that I need watching my money, because I don't know the first darn thing about money. It didn't take 7 to 12. Why? Jonathan established trust very quickly. Now, I was wearing a costume and he was at the same time. I mean, it was this fabulous event. We were having just a wonderful time together. That was great. But what a point I'm trying to get to is none of that is going to make me spend the kind of money that I need to spend, but the trust factor and the care factor. He sat down and explained to me over lunch on the first day that I met him. He explained to me some concepts that I had been struggling to get for a long time. And he also demonstrated his expertise. And he didn't yell at me from an expert level way over my head. He didn't try to, just basically prove to me he knew everything in the world and that's all I needed to listen to. He listened to me. So what's my point here? My point is that you can also have that behavior. You can have one on a chatbot landing page. When you're asking people questions and your bot on the backside is reacting to those answers, earlier before, when I was choosing a path to go down, when I was choosing whether to say that I'd had a fitting or I had not had a fitting yet. When people respond, we take records in the background. Oh, this person hasn't been down this path yet. And so we offer them that path again. We say, this is what you're going to do in that last one. Let me flip back over there. We're saying, hey, are you up for going down this path with me? This bra fitting, basically. What we're doing is we're reacting, we're listening, and we're demonstrating that we care about what that person wants to hear. Email doesn't do that, people. It doesn't do that. If anything, email is incredibly alienating because the information is worthless to me. Or the information, like, okay, there's not that many. I mean, there are really a couple of weeks per year that are extremely bad for email, but extremely good for cleaning out your inbox. And that is last week and this week. The Black Friday offers, Cyber Monday offers. I do like a nice Black Friday offer. You know that I do. However, companies I haven't even heard from ever were flooding my inbox last week and this week with offers. That's not valuable to me, or I don't know you. That's not our relationship. All kinds of things that are just like, or sometimes I'll get sent an offer from a company and I've already bought that product. Hey, thanks for offering me 50% off on Black Friday, but I've already got it. This is what our email inboxes have become. So chatbot landing pages are worth it to you so that you can have a focused and directed conversation with your potential clients, so that you can demonstrate your knowledge without talking over people's heads. You can demonstrate your knowledge while offering something that's valuable to them. Because I know you're like me. You walk out in the world and you got a whole lot of knowledge to share with people. But the problem is, if I just sat here and shared all my knowledge with you, it might not be valuable to you. I've got to ask you what you want to hear first. I've got to ask you what's important to you first. I've got to ask you where you're at. I've got to ask you some questions before I start sharing my knowledge with you. Because what if I would share some of my knowledge with a fellow computer geek much differently than I would share now the same knowledge about the same topic with a student of mine? I would talk very, very differently. I would talk about, same subject, but I'm going to word it entirely differently because I know the language, I know that people understand at different levels. Don't you want to, you do it naturally when you're standing across from somebody. You're talking to somebody and you start to fit the conversation to what they need and what they want to hear. A bot does the exact same thing. It does it online. You're not physically present unless somebody, says ask a question in the background, and then the system will send you a little email saying, hey, get to this person. But aside from that, it is a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week, something sitting on your website, welcoming people, delivering freebies, collecting contact information, asking qualifying questions, and getting them on your calendar. What more do you need than that? Maybe you need a little bit more. But most people need something like that. Most people need a greeter on their website. And not a Walmart greeter. I mean, Walmart greeters are great, but something that goes a little bit deeper than that. I'm finding these chatbot landing pages to be awesome. Show you a couple more. Here, of course, is mine. I'm doing some experiments here. But again, we've got picture of me and we've got a bot that runs alongside of it. This is Jay Fizette's. Jay is collecting some information for his company here, Jayviology. And this is the very start of people getting that getting that information. It's information collection and categorizing that information. Using something like this, where somebody has a focused and directed experience, it's so much easier to get people to click that button. It's so much easier to help them take the next step. Distraction is, and let me just say I suffer from distraction too. And speaking of distraction, let me hide this for a second. Distraction's the worst. Distraction's the worst. Especially as an entrepreneur, because here is what the inside of our heads say at all times. Well, I'm doing this thing right here, but maybe it's not the most interesting thing in the world. And this person had a lot of success doing this. What is this? What if I could do this? I bet you I could do that. I am an entrepreneur with computer skills. And for years, I floundered in a sea of possibilities. Couldn't get out of it, because I would take on a project and I'd say, okay, I'm going to finish this to the end. And then I get bored and start looking around for something else and for something else and for something else. And for so many years, I just floundered in a sea of possibility. I about drowned in it until I decided I was just, going to niche down. Chatbot landing pages present that possibility of a distraction-free environment as much as one can. Can't prevent the pets and the kids and the spouses from running into the room and asking you a question. But what I can prevent is all the little beeps and boops and bops that go on in the background when you have, something on your website that's chatting with people, or when you have something on Messenger that's chatting with people. This is far and away the best way to use your chatbot. By the way, people that join my class and sign up with TrueChat get a chatbot landing page, just like the ones, just like that. You get a landing page built for you by TrueChat, and you don't even have to have a website. Lori, the first one we were showing, Lori does not have a website, but she has a landing page with this bot on it. And it's doing really well for her. Her schedule is filling pretty beyond belief. The last time I talked to her, she is doing amazing in her business lately. Just hitting it right out of the park. I think she's number 8 in her company right now, headed for number 1 quickly. So, and I'm gonna do my level best to get her there. It's not the chatbot that has done this alone. I just want to qualify that with you. I want to say the chatbot has done its job and is getting her more coming in for sure. But Lori's enthusiasm and willingness to push the envelope is also at work here, and it's responsible for quite a bit of this. But the chatbot landing page is it's not even the next level in landing pages. It's not even that. It's way off of the face of the earth. It is a monumental change in the way that we think about marketing and the way that we think about connecting with people. It produces remarkable results, because all of a sudden, I can take people's information. Absolutely. I can ask for their first and last and email and phone. Great. I can ask for texting permissions, because my bot will text you to say, hey, come back. We got something cool for you to see. Fantastic. But I can also ask them qualifying questions. I can also show them who I am and what my business is all about with micro content videos, 90 seconds, 60 seconds, little videos. I can also invite them to take part in a little workshop, 20-minute workshop maybe. I can do so many things depending on how people are clicking and what they're interested in. I can lead them right to a 20-minute webinar that invites them to get a ticket to this event, or get a ticket to this masterclass that I'm doing. I can do that in one sitting, because I'm establishing trust much, much faster than the usual pace. And I'm establishing my expertise in a way that is not over your head. Jonathan did that with me the first time he met me. There have been other folks and services that I have bought that have been expensive over my lifetime that I haven't needed 7 to 12 touches to convince me that this was a person that I needed to go with. But in order to do that, we've got to have stuff that's more personal. In order to do that, we have to have something that connects us. The normal ways don't do it, babies. They may do it for 20% and then maybe 1% of that 20%. But then it's a numbers game. And that's why modern marketing is so alienating, because it's a numbers game. It's, if you want more sales, put more in the top of the funnel. That's what it is. I'm looking for a way to not do that. I'm looking for a way to treat people personally and in a respectful way and get to know them as they're getting to know me and figure out where they want to go. People that have come into my bot, not all of them have made a transaction with me. I'm totally cool with that, because some of them are the best collaboration partners and joint venture partners that I've ever had. I also develop relationships with people. I mean, these people, my clients are my friends. Sorry, guys, you are, and that's just the way that it is. I love that. I love that, because I think this is what the world needs: some more connection. Anyway, darlings, I'll be back next Tuesday. You know I will be. If you're interested in finding out a little bit more about my class, text bot to 555-888. And you'll get a little bot. You'll get a free bot strategy, and then after that bot strategy, you will get an opportunity to hop on my calendar, because I'd love to talk to you more about bots. If you're thinking about this as a way to promote your business, if you're thinking about this as a way to serve your customers, this is a way to do it that is hands down above everybody else. Hands down above? Yeah, I just created that phrase. Anyway, it has been absolutely lovely sharing an afternoon with you. Do well out there, and I will see you same bot time, same bot channel next Tuesday. See you in a bot.